Maybe, maybe not. Got a limbo under this thing or something. Hey, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. I guess you guys will see this a few days after Thanksgiving, probably Monday, I would think. But it's Thanksgiving morning. I'm up here on the main floor. It's pretty chilly up here. We got part of the insulating done, but not enough to keep it warm up here. Today, I just opened up a box of speaker wire. We bought a 1,000-foot spool of speaker wire, and that's what I'm doing today, is starting to figure out where to put the speakers in the ceilings and stuff. I decided I'd just grab some old bags, like Family Fare, Walmart bags, something like that. I stapled the bags up in the ceiling, put a couple old bent nails or something in them to make them hang down good. Put them where I think they might want to go so I can look at them from a little ways off and see what we think. This is kind of over the kitchen island. And then it's all, it's open as I turn around here. So the kitchen area here is open all the way over to the living room there. So I'm getting ready to put another one up where that 10-foot ladder is there. There'll be another one up there, about 4 foot up the slope. And then over here on the same truss as this one, about 4 foot up the slope there. So they'll both be in a little bit from the inner side of from the inside of the windows. This one will be over here a little bit. This one will be over here a little bit. Up 4 foot, up 4 foot. And then we'll have a couple more in the four-season room. And we'll put a couple more over this way. I believe one almost over that entry door right there. That entry door is getting cut out bigger next summer sometime. It's going to be a double wide thing. And 8 foot tall. That's a little over 8 foot to the top there. That was a mistake that cut out there. But probably put a speaker in the dining room and one out here in the entryway. Both of them probably like, about 4 foot or so off the edge. So it'll get sound over this way. Might put a couple more down that way, down the hallway ways. Okay. Get me another bag. Guys, what I've been doing, I got a bucket over here that's scrap metal. It's old nails and pieces of metal. Anyway, I've been just grabbing a couple little pieces of metal to throw in the bottom of the bag, so that gives it a little weight so it doesn't blow around too much. I shouldn't blow around anyway, but just a couple of scraps of metal. Throw them in there. Put one handle through the other, and then it'll hang down where we can see it good. Well, I just got that other bag hung up here in the four-season room. Got to do the one over my head yet on this side. And no, the camera wasn't turned on. Thought it was, but it was not. So another one magically appeared up there. I'll be having to come back around all these spots again real soon here, but I'm going to get the rest of the bags placed first. And like I said, get an eyeball on them, kind of walk around and look at it and see if it's where we want speakers or if we want to change them a little bit. You can tell better once you got something visual like that, Okay, I got one more to do in the dining room over here. And that'll take care of this area of the house. And I think I'm going to put 2 more kind of down the hallway. That'll pretty much cover the whole main floor. Well, guys, got the bags all placed except for the 2 down the hallway here. I probably should do those 2 before I start wiring. I'll get that box of wire opened up and start pulling wires so we can stick more insulation up and get it a little warmer in here. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys. First wire I'm going to do is above the entryway door here. So I got the box laid out. Got the box laid out here. Wire's coming up. I've got a Romex runs down through the wall here, so it's coming over the top of this plastic Romex, so it's something slippery there. I think what I'm going to do is go up here and just drag it over the top of one of the 2x4s, drag it over that way, down around that way over to where the middle of the living room is. Leave enough hanging down so I have plenty of room to hook up into a stereo system there. You know, leave a couple of feet extra so I can go one way or the other if I have to, because we really don't know the layout on that. What do I say, that entertainment system over there yet. That's a little weird. There, okay. That's a start. Gotta make sure you got plenty through there so it won't pull itself back out the other way from the weight of the cable. I think I might just put a staple up there because where I turn the corner, there's a metal bracket for one of the trusses. And boy, if that wire caught on that metal bracket, that would mess it up while you're pulling it through. So I think I'll put me a staple and just pound it in part way so it'll act as a guide. Man, wish you guys could feel these fingers because I can't. Get this next staple nailed in. I don't think I can get the ladder in position. This doesn't feel the greatest here. Yeah. Nope. I don't feel like I need to try any farther at that. Not like that. Since that ladder's only resting on one spot up there, I can have it kitty corner like that. Okay. Let's get you guys situated where you can watch me so you can holler down to Judy if anything happens. Okay, guys, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to fish the wire through yet. Some areas you can get through, some that not so easy, you know. Some you just plain can't go through because you can't drill holes in certain areas. But we're going to see what we can do up here. Get me a hammer up here. Well, that's fine and dandy. A little 2x4 just laying there from the crew that installed my trusses that left out a bunch of rat runs that I now have to do according to the building inspector. They should have been done by the truss installer guys, but they weren't. So now I got to try to fish a bunch of 2x4s down through these trusses. Like I said, this one here just laying there. I didn't even know about it. So guess I'll lay that where I can see it better. Lay it across here. Then I'll be more apt to get it down. That should work for there. I'll have to. I'm gonna put this wire behind me here. Of course, I got a wire stretched across here over knee high. I got to step over to get through here. Quite a bit above knee high. Makes it a little challenging. Maybe I should set that hammer down until I get over this stuff. Come on. Actually, I think maybe I'll go here. Maybe I'll run it through the soffit. That don't sound like a bad idea. If I can get it in there good enough so I can get hold of it. Shoot. I gotta remember my hammer's up here. I think I'm gonna have to move the ladder into the bathroom there. I'm gonna have to do that. I'll grab my hammer and relocate. Can't get up from here. Come on, hammer. We're going down. There. Now I have to. This is a little challenging. I might have to back over it. Got OSB above me here with nails sticking down through it, so I can't really go that way. Huh. Oh boy. Nothing like being stuck up in the rafters. Yeah, sure. How am I going to do this? I know. Maybe I have to climb through here. Maybe, maybe not. Got a limbo under this thing or something. There we go. Goodness. I'm getting too old for this crap. Whew. Mercy. Well, here we go. I don't know if that's a good game plan to try to go down through the soffit or not. Kind of seems like it might work all right. Clear shot. If I can get tucked in there. Go around to the other wall. Just go down truss by truss, pulling it through a little until I get to the middle of the living room, where it's got to go down towards the floor. See if it's coming out of the box over there or if I'm hung up here. Let's see. Yep, still pulling all right. Cool. And this is just one wire, you know? Oh, gee whiz. But at least it'll go down through this trough here fairly quickly. Okay, this is where it's going to. Gotta make sure I got enough to reach down however far I gotta go. Let's see what we got here. And it goes about a foot beyond the floor there. It's warmer than I thought. It says it's 43 in here. Felt colder than that, but still enough to get your fingers cold because everything you're touching that was up here overnight got colder than that. So, okay, guys. I don't know if you can see that or not. Front entryway. That's what's going on this wire over here. There we go. There's one. You know, I can put this camera in time lapse, so it'll go by real fast. Be a lot less boring for you guys. But I wish I could just put this in time lapse and get it done that fast. Oh, yeah. Like Dad used to say, wish in one hand and crap in the other one too. Which one fills up the fastest? So, what do you say we get things moving? Hey, if you haven't yet, please give us a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, if you like this kind of stuff, older couple trying to build their own house, making their way through it, almost getting stuck up in the rafters over here. If you like that kind of stuff, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not, and consider sharing our information with a friend. You can always go into one of our videos. There's a share button. You can hit that and send it to them. Or you can just tell them about it. Tell them, check out Not So Retired with Chuck and Judy. Thanks. Appreciate it. Let's get moving. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's a new day. But it's one of those where it's kind of like one step forward and two steps back. Those speaker wires behind me, there's two there, and there's another one run across the basement that will be coming up through the floor right down here beside me. Where are we at? Right down there. Will be coming up through the floor there. That one's still hooked onto the spool, but this is the wire that the salesman recommended that we bought the speakers from. But after starting to run some of it, I cut a little piece off the end of it to look at it, and the wires are really, really tiny, and it just seemed underwhelming to me, I guess. So I asked Judy to look it up and double check, because she had taken a picture of the spool of wire and asked the salesman, "Is this what you're talking about?" And he said, "Yes, that's it. That's what you want." But when she looked it up, there was quite a few people that said, if you're running over a 50-foot run with this bigger speaker, blah, 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 you don't want that speaker wire. You want something heavier, or you're going to have problems with it. So the guy didn't know what he was talking about. We told him, we showed him the size of the house. After investigating farther, it's not. So now I've got to pull all those wires out of there. And we ordered a 500-foot spool of a bigger, heavier speaker wire that might be enough to run all of the ones we need to do. We'll see. But anyway, this is we're going to switch gears now. I'm going to go back to insulating, but I can't insulate anywhere where I'm going to have to keep running these speaker wires. So I can insulate some areas other than where the speaker wires or more Romex is going. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to close out this video for now. Next one will probably be about more insulating or running the new speaker wire when it comes in, or who knows what. Whatever happens in our life. It's cold outside right now. It was about 15 degrees when I got up this morning. Been plowing some driveways the last couple of days. We got a foot of snow, heavy wet stuff. So we get into all kinds of stuff like that. Well, I will let you go. I'm going to take this down to Judy so she can start editing this video, and hope you all enjoyed it. We'll just pick up where we left off. Take care. Bye now.